bitches, it's me, Levi. So I got this deck in, the Folkloric Forest Arrow, which is made by my good friend Lennox, Lennox Reese, also known as Ivy Lee, or Hello Ivy Lee. And this is gorgeous. This is a really, really, really cool deck. We had a little conversation about this already, and she knows that I'm honestly a little less interested in tarot because, you know, at this point, I've sort of seen it all. So this is not going to be, by the way, this is not going to be a, you know, flip through in the sense of, oh, all of these decks are in, all of these cards are in order, and this is a first look, but this is just, you know, me showing you the deck. The quality is really good. We have a nice linen finish. It's a really thick linen cardstock, which is interesting, but also really nice and supple and flexible. It's got this gorgeous green edging. It's got really nice golden details that don't look gaudy, but look very chic. And to be fair, like I said, I had this conversation with Lennox, and I'm like, girl, like, because it's really difficult, because even as a creator, your tarot decks is kind of where the money is at. People only want tarot decks because tarot is cool, Oracle is for losers. But to be honest, like, for me personally, even as a creator, making a tarot deck is kind of, you know, once you've done one, how many more can you do? You know, it can become a little bit boring. So I was talking about this with Lennox, and I did honestly say, like, you know, if this wouldn't have been you, I probably wouldn't have, like, well, back then I didn't experience the fatigue, but if this were to come out now, I'm going to have to be a bit more mindful with what I back, because I don't really care about obtaining new tarot decks that more. And then this bitch came in because it's really, really good, honestly. It's a little less full on than her Peculiar Pathways, which is very, like, has a huge fucking guidebook, but honestly, like, this little guidebook is so cool. So she made this deck as a series. It's part of a series, and it's very much, it's a curated art piece deck, and there's a lot of, like, folklore. This deck is geared towards the element of the earth, and then we have the majors, and every card gets, like, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous descriptions. And this is sort of where the magic lies. Like, honestly, I don't know if I've already told you this, Lex, but I think she's a really good writer. The writing is very evocative, and you could almost use this as a creative writing deck. In sense of keywords, but also in sense of descriptions. It could almost be the start of the jumping off point for a story or for an adventure. So this is actually worth checking out. So let's just look at the art together and, you know, have a little bitch and a moan about how boring the tarot community is nowadays. Well, let's not do that, but this is absolutely stunning. I think the art that was chosen is gorgeous. So this was printed with the printer that I use as well, and I love how vibrant their print work is. It's just stunning. These paintings are gorgeous. All these paintings are mentioned in the guidebook. You won't see lots of humans in here, but every now and then you will. Isn't this adorable? This lover. So I have to be honest, I am a bit tired, so we're not going to go into every single card, blah, 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 because I don't want to, but I do want to. This Seven of Wands, how fucking cool is that? Oh, fuck yes. And this, the world, like, this world card is, like, everything to me. It's so, and it's so vibrant. The Six of Earth, bitch, like that fallen basket, like, it's really cool. I love this fool with his knapsack, like, hanging from this thread. So this deck is definitely, like, really easily used as a, look at that Queen of Air, the ferocious swan. It's really easily used as can easily be used as a game deck. You know, if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons and you need a deck, could even be a Bane. You could even make a Bane and Boon deck out of this, honestly, because the art is so evocative. This chariot is giving me life, especially with all that energy, movement, everything. Really cool. Like, there's a lot of, this is why I curated art decks using this type of artwork well, because there's a lot of drama in lots of that art. The Seven of Cups is really cool. This Moon is probably one of my favorite cards in the deck, and I love how dark it is, and if you really spend your time with it, you can catch, like, more details. The Empress as this tree, I think, is gorgeous. King of Fire as a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stag is also stunning. Ten of Air, wow, with a butterfly stuck in the spider web, really cool. So yeah, I was, even though I'm sort of over, this sounds really bad, like I'm not over tarot, but I am a little bit over the style of deck that's getting published. Like, it's honestly becoming a bit stale. And then on the Oracle side of things, I am seeing very cool stuff being tried. So, you know, I'm a little bit done with acquiring like a new tarot deck every month and being like, ooh, I need this and I blah, 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 blah. No. Oh, and this Four of Air, isn't this perfect? Like, this is such a, like, it's an Earth deck, but it's such a fucking Taurus deck. Like, even with all the luscious details, and like, this is my deck. You know, like, this is a Levi deck. It's very grounded, very earthy, but also very luxurious, gorgeously produced. This King of Earth, fucking bitch, like, gorgeous. And I think she definitely, like, enhanced the art a little. Not quite sure about it, but knowing Lennox, she definitely has. And, oh, look, there's another human. Oh, that's a stunning Four of Cups. Oh, and that star, fuck. But, you know, Lennox is really good at, like, you know, she's very much an A-type personality where she gets shit done. And I think her and I sort of level well when it comes to that. Even though, like, I could never compare to her. Like, she's a really good graphic designer, and she has really prolific clients as a graphic designer outside of her tarot and oracle work. And I'm just an amateur that's done quite well for myself. But I think we sort of meet each other in that, like, go-getter type of mentality, and I love that about her. I love this for a High Priestess. How gorgeous is this? I want to know which artwork this is, and I also want to read the little guidebook entrance because it's stunning. Oh, I need to yawn a little bit because we just went on a fucking hike and it was so intense, but also so good. Enlightenment, Influence, and Gateway. A Nymph and Forest Fairies, George Picard, French artwork. An enchanting figure appears in a fading light, drifting like smoke amongst the trees. Not entirely of this world, the figure's presence is a glimpse of something intriguing, something mysterious, something standing at the threshold. This feels like an invitation to step beyond the mundane. The mystical domain of the seer is where visions are born and intuition reigns. It's a guarded space of reflection and introspection, not a place of action or striving, but of receiving, of letting go of the need to control. It allows the unknown to reveal itself, if willing and open. Metzenado, Finnish forest maidens, are elusive and beautiful spirits who dwell deep within the forest. They're known to lure wanderers deep into the dark woods. Sometimes they offer wisdom, but often play tricks or lead travelers astray. So yes, so this deck is very much tied to Finnish mythology, which is cool because it also could go very well with the Mystica of the Mythica Fennica tarot, which is also about that. So that's really cool. But like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, very much that gorgeous evocative guidebook writing. Yes. So I also love that all these court cards are animals, and I don't know, like, this deck just screams Earth to me. Ooh, I love this Judgment. It's so ominous. Like, there's a lot of darkness, ominous. And you know the thing is, and this is the case with all of Lennox's decks, and honestly, I wish I could be a bit more like that, but her aesthetic is very much mass appealing. which someone could take as an insult, and God, no, it's not. But that vintage aesthetic, tons of people love. It's a really easy sell, and I love that. But also, like I said, her graphic design, like knowledge and experience really comes forward. Like also even like I need to ask her, this is going to be a very basic question, but I need to ask her which font this is, because I've been thinking I love my Folkloric guidebooks, but they're also very expensive, and with a nice serif font like this, it's very, very, very easy to use a much smaller font type and still have it be readable, which is amazing. 3 of air, wow, that's really good. This 6 of water is stunning as well. It's very much giving that time capsule feel. The Elder, I didn't even notice that. Really, really, really stunning. And there's some old Dutch masters in this deck as well that she chose. I love this 10 of fire with a hornet's nest or the bee nest. This is a hornet's nest, I think. That's really there's some really interesting analogies going on, like for realsies. So that's really, really, really cool. Like it's giving you things to think about. Like this is definitely remastered as well, I think. Look at how crisp this is. Like I wonder where she got these enormously high quality files for these gorgeous public domain paintings, because they are in fact stunning work. I love this 9 of fire as well. Like, and none of the things in this deck look grainy. It's all very crisp and sharp. I love all the 5s in this deck. It would actually be, I'm not going to do that right now, but it would actually really be interesting to put all the numbered cards next to one another. So all the aces in a row, all the 2s in a row, and to sort of see how they play off of each other. This is that kind of deck. I love this 3 of fire. This is very much giving me 3 of wands energy. Really gorgeous. Oh, this devil, bitch. This is so fucking fierce. These owls devouring these mice. Such great analogies and allegories. I love that. This hermit is stunning as well. Look, another, like, all these 5s are, like, stunning and hitting the mark for me. That's very, like, I find that very important. Like, sometimes... Let's just say some of these curated art decks just don't do that. This one definitely does. I love that. This cute little mallard, duck, whatever, as the Queen of Water is everything. 2 of fire, yes, love that as well. The plan making. 4 of earth. Ooh, that's actually really interesting. That stability of that nest. Really, really gorgeous. I can almost see the bird sitting on top of it, you know, sort of guarding her eggs. 10 of earth is stunning. 9 of earth as well. Like, these all hit the mark for me. Like, even to the little, like, golden symbols that denote the suit at the top. Like, that can be really annoying. Can be, but it's not. I love this 2 of air as well. This is the Knight of Fire. Oh, that little weasel. So cute. And lastly, like one of my favorites, like let's look at her up close, the sun. Isn't that stunning? So yeah, like you did it again, Lennox. Like even though tarot is boring the fuck out of me, you managed to make it interesting. That's quite a feat, honestly. I would 10 out of 10 recommend all of Lennox's decks. They are not necessarily like I just said that they're an easy sell, which sounds kind of derogatory, which is not my like point at all. But not all of them. They're not all for beginners. But then again, I don't feel like beginners should be buying indie decks in the first place, because that's not what they're for. But they do require sort of they do require you to sort of have affinity with tarot and divination already, but they're gorgeously produced. Like even the box, such a luxe feel to it, and I love that. So Lennox, thank you for creating this. I feel so privileged to have been able to back this on Kickstarter, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I have this whole like little Lennox shelf behind me now with all your things, so yeah, this is gonna go right next to it. And thank you all for watching. Bye, bitches.